What's up, guys? In this video, I am going to show you how to build a complete e-commerce website, just like the one I have right here. This is a website I made for selling smartphones and other phone accessories. And customers can come over here, pick the product they want to buy, or they can go to our shop page where they will see all the available products on our store. We also have this filter right here that customers can use to search for products based on the price, the brand, and whether the product is in stock. So let's say I am looking for a Samsung product that is less than 1 million naira. I can use this filter and that will show me available products within this range. Customers will also have the option to search for the product they are looking for. Let's say I want to buy the iPhone 17 Pro Max. If I just type in iPhone right here, all the available iPhone products on my store will show up. Then I'll select the 17 Pro Max. Here you will see all the details of this particular product. You can browse through the images, and if you like it, you can add to your cart, view cart, then proceed to checkout. Once they come over to the checkout page, they can enter their details for delivery and then complete their order without any issues. This is going to be a practical step-by-step and beginner-friendly tutorial. We are going to build this website together from start to finish, and you are also going to learn some valuable skills like how to work with WooCommerce and how to work with Elementor. So this video will cover everything you need to know without skipping any step. Just make sure you watch till the end. Also like and subscribe if you appreciate the value in this video. Now, the first step when building a new website is to secure your domain name and web hosting. And for a project like this, Hostinger is the best place to host your website. For e-commerce websites, bad performance or security vulnerabilities can actually cost you a lot of money, because let's say customers visit your store, but your website is down, or maybe your website is not working as it is supposed to. Maybe it is taking a lot of time to load the products. Chances are those customers will leave your website and take their business somewhere else. So to make sure your website runs smoothly, Hostinger gives you fast, reliable, and secured web hosting. You also get a free SSL to make sure that all the transactions on your store are safe. So to get started, I have a special discount link and coupon code in the description for you guys. If you use my link, Hostinger will give you up to 70% discount on all their hosting plans. So just click the first link below this video, or you can just go to hostinger.com/adanu, and that will bring you over here. And then you can go ahead and click start now. Then pick the hosting plan you want to go for. The good thing with Hostinger is that they give you so many options depending on your level and your budget. For instance, they have the single plan, which is the most affordable. It's as low as 1,900 naira per month. And this is perfect if you are creating just one website. You get 10 gig of SSD storage. Or if you'll be creating more websites and you want more resources, they have the premium plan, which you can get for 2,900 naira per month. And with this, you can create up to 25 websites. You get 25 gig of SSD storage. And then 12 month plans and above will come with a free domain for 1 year. So you don't need to buy your domain name separately. And they also have the business plan, which is 4,900 naira per month. With this, you can create up to 50 websites. You get 50 gig of NVMe storage and all these other benefits. And then there is the cloud startup plan, which is 10,900 naira per month. And with this, you can create up to 100 different websites. So what you want to do is to pick the hosting plan that will work best for you. The single plan is perfect for beginners. If you are just starting out, maybe you want to try it out, you can start with the single plan. But in terms of value for money, I think the premium plan is the best option. You get more resources for just 2,900 naira per month. So let's say this is the one I'm going to go for. I'll click choose plan. Now select your hosting period. you can get from 1 month up to 48 months. The most important thing here is that the longer the period, the more discounts and the more benefits you get. For instance, let's say I pick the 1 month period, it is going to cost me 10,900 naira per month and then no free domain. But let's say I go for 12 months, now it is just 3,900 naira per month. And I also get a free domain for 1 year, which is really nice. And if I decide to go for the 48 months period, it is now 2,900 naira per month. I get a free domain for 1 year and also 3 months of hosting for free. Again, you can pick the period that works best for you, but I recommend you go for at least 12 months so that you get that free domain, and that will come to a total of 46,800 naira. And if you use my coupon code, you get an extra 10% discount from this. But let's say I want to save more money on the long run, I'll go for the 48 months plan. With this, I know that I'll not have to worry about hosting for the next 4 years. Then you can come over here and claim your free domain. Search for the domain name you want to use. If it's available, select it. Then for the domain name period, I'll select 1 year. You can see I am basically getting this for free. Now, the next thing I want you to do is to click have a coupon code. If you check the description of this video again, you'll see my coupon code right there, which is Adanu, ADANU. So enter the coupon code right here. My current total is 139,200 naira. But if I apply this coupon code, you will notice that my total has reduced to 125,280 naira. That's an extra 10% discount for you. So make sure to use my link and coupon code to get this discount for yourself. Now, with all of this in place, just go ahead and click continue. Before you proceed to the next step, you need to register a new account. So you can enter your email address, set a password for yourself, then click register, or you can just sign up with your Google account. Once you are done with that, that will bring you over to the payment page. And here, just fill in the billing address form, click continue. Now you need to select your payment method. The good thing is that Hostinger gives you multiple options, so you can select the one that is most convenient for you. For Naira payment, the most convenient option is OPay. With this, you can just pay with your OPay account. So select OPay, click submit payment, enter your OPay number for document ID, then click continue with OPay. Now for the final step, you just need to enter your OPay phone number and your login password. Also, make sure you have the required amount in your OPay account. For instance, the amount I need to pay right now is 125,280 naira. So I need to have this amount in my OPay account. And once you fill in all of this correctly, you can just go ahead, click next. At this point, check your phone number because OPay will send you the one-time password that you are going to use to complete this transaction. And once you are done with this process, you have your domain name and web hosting. The next step is to set up WordPress. So go ahead and log into your hosting account. Once you log into your account, go to website. You will see your web hosting package. Click setup. Here, the first step says, who is this website for? If you are creating this website for yourself, you can select myself or my business. But let's say you are setting this up maybe for your client or somebody, you can select someone else. Right now, I'll select myself, click next. Do you want to create or migrate a website? I'll select create a website because right now we want to set up a new website. Then click next. How do you want to build your website? You have two options, either WordPress or you can use the Hostinger website builder. Right now, we are going to use WordPress, but if you want me to make a video about the Hostinger website builder, just let me know in the comments. But for this project, just select WordPress, then click next. Here, you can create your WordPress admin login details. These are the details you will use whenever you need to log into your WordPress admin dashboard. So this will be your admin email, and then you can set the password right here. Once you have that in place, click next. Now choose how you would like to build your website. You can either use AI, where you describe the kind of website you want, and AI will do the work for you, or you can use pre-built websites and themes. But we are not going to use any of these options because we want to set up our website from scratch. That will give us a lot more flexibility. So what you want to do is to click on create blank site down here. For this step, just select your domain name, or you can search for a new domain name right here. But since I already got the domain name I need, I'll just select it. Then you also notice that I need to verify my email. So what you want to do is to check your inbox. You will get an email like this from Hostinger. So just go ahead and click verify email. After completing the email verification, we can go back to our website setup. So select your domain, then click next. Here you can select any data center of your choice. By default, Hostinger will automatically select the data center that is closest to your location. And that will basically help the content of your website load faster. So mine is set to the United Kingdom, and I'm fine with that. But if you want to change it to a different location, let's say your target location is the US, you can select one of the data centers in the US and stuff like that. But right now, I'll just go ahead, click next. At this point, it is going to take just a few seconds and your brand new WordPress website will be ready. Once that is done, it will bring you straight to your WordPress admin dashboard. Now, before we proceed to the next step, one thing I like to do is to clean up WordPress. That way, we get a blank foundation to build our site on. So come over to post and delete this default post. Then go to pages, delete this sample page. Also go to plugins and remove all the pre-installed plugins. So you can just select everything, click bulk actions, select deactivate, then click apply, select everything again, bulk actions, then delete, click apply. So all the pre-installed plugins are gone. We are going to install the plugins we need later in the project. Right now, come over to settings. Here for the site title, you can just use the name of your business, which is Tech Gadgets Hub for me. You can also enter a tagline for your website. If you want to, you can add a site icon. This is the icon that will show up on browser tabs. So click choose icon, then upload the image you want to use. This could be like your logo or a separate icon that you made for this purpose. Then click set as site icon, crop image. So anytime somebody visits my website, this is what the tab will look like. Now, with all of this in place, just go ahead and click Save Changes. At this point, to see what your brand new website looks like, come over to the website name. You'll see this option to visit site. I am going to open it in a new tab. And this is what we have. The website is still blank, no post, no pages, no products. But now we can start putting our website together. At this point, the next step is to install the WordPress theme we are going to use for this website. The theme will control the layout and the appearance of your site. And there are a lot of themes on WordPress that you could use. But for this website, we are going to use a theme called Blocksy. So let's go back to WordPress, then go to Appearance, click Add Theme, then search for Blocksy. This is it right here. Just go ahead, install it, and activate it immediately. Now, to make it easier to work with this theme, I recommend you install a complimentary plugin called Blocksy Companion. So immediately you install this thing, you are going to get a notification to install Blocksy Companion, or you can just go to plugins, click add plugin, then search for Blocksy. You will see it right here, Blocksy Companion. So go ahead, install and activate it. This plugin will give you options that you can use to customize your website. So you have color options, typography, header options, footer options. You have options for blog, post, page, and sidebar. Also, if you are the kind of person who prefers building your website with a template, you can come over to starter sites and you find different customizable templates. Right now, I will go to color options, click customize. It is good practice to set your brand colors from the start of your project. And these are the colors that I'm going to use: gray, black, light orange, orange, and white. So I am going to replace these default colors with my custom brand color. Now we already have white here, so I'll copy the gray color and place it as color 3. Then get the black color, use it as color 4. Paste your color value right here. Now I'll get light orange, use this as color 1. Finally, copy the orange color and use it as color 2. Once you are done, click publish to save the changes you've made. At this point, if we go over to our website, this is what we started with. And if I just refresh, now you will see that our website has a different layout. The next step is to start adding content to our new site. And for an e-commerce website, the priority is to sell products. So let's start by uploading our products. When working with WordPress, we use different plugins to add new functionalities to our website. Like in this case, where we are trying to set up an online store, the main plugin that you need is WooCommerce. So with WooCommerce, you'll be able to add products to your website. You can add a payment gateway. It comes with a checkout process. You also get all the pages and the features you need for a standard e-commerce website. So right now, we are going to install WooCommerce. Head over to your WordPress dashboard, go to plugins, select add plugin. Here, search for WooCommerce. Just go ahead, install and activate this plugin. Now click setup my store. For the first step, select which of these best describes you. If you are just starting your business, or I'm already selling, or I'm setting up a store for a client. Let's say I'm starting a brand new business. I'll select I'm just starting my business, then click continue. For the next step, enter the name of your store. Then select your industry depending on the type of product you sell. Since this website is for selling tech gadgets, I'll select electronics and computers. Then where is your store located? I'll select Lagos, Nigeria. Once you enter the location of your business, WooCommerce will automatically apply the local currency and the right geographical settings for your store. So with all of this in place, just go ahead and click continue. Here you have the option to add extra features to your store. That way it will automatically install the required plugins for you. But I'm going to skip this step because if we need any feature, we can manually install the required plugin by ourselves. Right now, let's go ahead and add our product. So go to products. When setting up an online store, one thing I will always recommend is to organize your products into different categories. That will make it easier for you to manage your product. It will also make it easy for customers to find the product they're looking for. And WooCommerce gives you the option to create different categories, different tags, and also recently you can create different brands for your product. So before we start uploading the product we want to sell, let's go to categories. Let's say I am going to create a category for Apple products. So I'll name it Apple. Then the URL, I'll just use Apple products as the URL. Then you can add a description for this category, although this is optional, but it is very important that you have a category thumbnail so that if you need to display the category on the front end of your website, the thumbnail is going to show up. So click upload image, upload the image you want to use as your thumbnail, then click use image. Now click add new category. So we have our first product category right here. Now I'll go ahead and create similar categories for Samsung products, Google products, and others. These categories will cover the top brands of products available on my store. Then I'll also go to tags and create the tags for different product types. So let's say I'll have one tag for phones. This will cover every smartphone regardless of the brand. Then another tag for watch, and then a third tag for headphones. Now that we have the categories and tags that we need, let's start adding products. So click add new product. To make this process easier, I already have my product details right here. So I'll copy the name of the first product, enter the product name. Also, I'll copy the description, paste it right here. Now scroll down to product data. If you are selling a virtual or downloadable product, you can check any of these boxes. Then you can enter the price for your product. So the first one is 1.5 million naira, and these are just demo prices. It's not as if you can go out there and buy an iPhone 17 Pro Max at this exact price. I'm just using this as an example. If you're offering a discount for this product, you can enter the sale price and the regular price. Then you also have other options for inventory. You can enter the shipping details, link product, attribute, and stuff like that. But I'm going to leave all of this for now. Just enter my price. Then I'll also copy the short description. This is the short description for this particular product. Copy and paste it right here. Now come over to product image. I'll upload the image for the iPhone 17 Pro Max, then click set product image. You can also add more images to your product gallery. So I'll bring in the images I want to use, then click add to gallery. Now for the category, I'll select Apple. Then for the tag, I'll use phone. Remember, we created these categories and tags earlier on. And with all of this in place, you can just go ahead and publish your product. Now, if I go to all products, you'll see the product that we just added. Also, you can check what this will look like on your website. You'll notice that after installing WooCommerce, we now have new pages on our site. We have cart, checkout, my account, and shop. So if I go to shop, this is the product we just created, and customers can come over here, select this product. They can check the details, check the different images, and then if I want to buy this particular product, I can add it to my cart, click view cart, and then proceed to checkout. Here, customers will be able to enter their details for delivery and then proceed to place their order. So our first product is now live. At this point, you just need to follow this same process and add all your products. So I am done adding all the remaining products. And if we check our store, I'll just refresh. You will see that everything is looking good. And what I'm going to do right here is to add a sidebar with a simple product filter. That will make it easier for customers to find the kind of product they are looking for. So to do that, click customize to open your theme customizer. Then just scroll down. You will see WooCommerce. Then select product archives. This will give you different options that you can use to customize the layout and the design of your shop page. For instance, I'm going to remove this shop page title. That's not really necessary. Then you can set the number of columns and rows you want. Let's say I want 5 columns of products. So we get something like this, but I think 4 looks better. Then if you scroll down a little bit, you are going to see this sidebar option. Enable it. Then click on sidebar. I will change the sidebar position to the left side. The sidebar is still blank. You can see there is nothing here, but don't worry. We are going to add the widgets we need in a moment. Right now, there are too many details on the product cards. Like customers don't need to see the category for each product right here. So to fix that, let's go back, select card options, and from here you can disable the elements you don't want to show on the product cards. So I am going to remove taxonomies. Now we have just the product image, the product title, the price, and then the add to cart button, which I think is perfect. Then I'll go to design, look for the add to cart button background color. I'll change the background color to the darker orange. This looks better to me. I'll save. At this point, you can close the customizer. Now let's fix the sidebar. Go back to your WordPress dashboard, go to appearance, select widgets, then scroll down. You will see this WooCommerce sidebar option. Open it, click the add button, and then search for filter. This is the widget we need, product filters. Select it. This will allow customers to easily find the product they are looking for based on price, the rating, the category, or if a product is out of stock. Now, if you look by the side here, you'll see options that you can use to customize your filter. You can change the text color, the background color, button, and the heading. You can also adjust the typography and stuff like that. Let's say I am going to change the button background color to this. Now click update to save. If we go to our product page and just refresh, you'll see that now we have the filter on our sidebar. So let's say I am looking for a Samsung product that is less than 1 million naira. Once I select Samsung and adjust the price, it is going to show me available Samsung products that are less than 1 million naira. So this is working perfectly. Another thing that I am going to do is to add some featured products to this sidebar. So come over here again, click on the plus button, search for products, and then select this product list widget. For the title, I am going to use featured products. Then you can select the number of products you want to show on this widget. Then for the product type, select featured products. And then you can also select the sorting order. I'll use random. Then click update to save. Right now, if we check our shop page, you'll see that nothing is showing up yet. And that's because we've not selected our featured products. So go back to all products and then just star the products you want to feature. Let's say I want to feature the flagship phones. I'll just come over here, star the iPhone 17 Pro Max, star the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, Google Pixel 9 Pro, and I'll also select the Galaxy Z Flip and Z Fold. I've selected 5 products so far. Let's come over here, refresh. Now you see that we have the featured product showing up right here. Gradually, our store is beginning to look like a serious business. Now, let's say somebody wants to buy our product and they come over here, select the product they want to buy. After checking all the product details and the images, let's say they like the product and they want to proceed to buy it. So they'll click add to cart, go to their cart, and then proceed to checkout. So far, everything has worked perfectly, but at this point, there is one problem because we don't have a payment method that customers can use to complete their order. So let's fix that. Go to your WordPress dashboard, go to WooCommerce, select settings, You will need to take the time to go through these settings properly, but I think the most important ones will be shipping. This is where you set how you are going to handle shipping and delivery on your store. Like currently, all deliveries within Nigeria will enjoy free shipping, but assuming that I want free deliveries within just Lagos, I can click on edit, then disable free shipping, add a shipping method, and let's say I'm going to use a flat rate. You have three options: free shipping, flat rate, where customers will pay a specific amount for delivery, or you can use local pickup. Maybe the customers will come to your office or your shop to pick the product. Let's say I'm going to use flat rate, click continue. For the name, I'll use delivery fee and then enter the amount, let's say 10,000 naira. Click create and save. Then I'll go back, add a shipping zone, and this will cover just Lagos. For the region, search for Lagos. You'll see it right here. Select it. Then click add shipping method, and deliveries within Lagos will be free. So I'll select free shipping, click continue, and then create and save. Now we have two shipping zones on my store. Deliveries within Lagos will be free, and then delivery outside Lagos will come with a shipping fee. You can also go to shipping settings. Here, I will disable shipping calculator on the cart page, then hide shipping cost until customers enter their address. Also hide shipping rate when free shipping is available. Now click Save Changes. After shipping, go to Accounts and Privacy. From here, you can set whether you want customers to create an account before they complete their order, or if you want customers to be able to buy products on your store without creating an account. So here you have checkout, enable guest checkout. With this, customers can buy your product without creating an account. But if you uncheck this, that means they'll be required to create a new account before they buy your product. But I'm going to enable guest checkout. Then account creation, allow customers to create an account during checkout. On my account page, I will use on my account page, and you also have all these other settings. Once you are done, click Save Changes. You can also go to emails, and from here you can edit the emails customers will receive for different actions. Let's say once a customer places a new order, or when they cancel their order, when the order is on hold, if the transaction fails, these are the emails that will be sent out for all these different actions. Then down here you have the email sender options, the from name, the address, the email template, and stuff like that. Then let's go to payment. With WooCommerce, you can use any payment method you prefer. But for this website, I am going to use payment on delivery. So come over here, then click take offline payments, and then enable cash on delivery. You can also click manage. Here you can customize the title and description for this payment method. Once you have everything in place, click Save Changes. Then let's go back to our store, refresh. Now you'll see that we have a payment method, which is pay on delivery, that customers can use to complete their order. So let's say I want to buy this product. I'll just fill in this checkout form, then click place order. The order was successful without any issues. Now, as the merchant, to see the order details, you can come over to WooCommerce, go to orders. Here you'll see all the orders that you have on your store, and then you can click on it to see the details you need to process the delivery. So these are the products the customer is buying, and this is the delivery address. At this point, we are done setting up our store. The next step is to build our website homepage. The homepage is like the primary page of your website. If you visit any website, the first page you will come across is likely the homepage. Usually, that's where you will see the most important things you need on that website. So for our e-commerce store, we don't need to do anything fancy. We just need to have a simple page where customers can easily find the products they are looking for. We'll also add call to action buttons that will lead to our shop page where they'll see all the products on our store. Now, for WordPress, the best page builder is Elementor. Elementor makes it super easy to build professional and feature rich pages on WordPress. The good thing is that it is a visual editor, so you just need to move things around to build your page. Right now, I am going to show you exactly how it works. So let's go ahead and install the Elementor plugin. Now go to plugins, click add plugin, then search for Elementor, install and activate it. You can skip this setup process. The free version of Elementor does not give you all the features you need. So we are going to install an extra plugin that will give us access to some premium Elementor widgets. So you can search for Elementor right here, and then you'll see a lot of Elementor add-ons. But the one we are going to use right now is Essential Add-ons. So install and activate it. This plugin will come in handy when building our pages. Now, to create your home page, go to Pages, click Add Page. For the title, you can just use Home Page. Then come over to the sidebar where you have Template, change it from Default Template to Elementor Full Width. Then click Publish. Now click Edit with Elementor. Click on this plus icon to add a new section. Select Flexbox and then select this two column box. The way Elementor works is very simple. If you select any element, you have this editor by the side that you can use to customize that particular element. And when the editor pops up, you'll see three different tabs. You have layout, style, and advanced. Layout is where you can customize the structure of that element. Then with style, you get attributes that you can use to style that element. This is where you can play with stuffs like background color, the typography, the border, and stuff like that. Then if you go to advanced, you see even more features that you can play around with. So for my first section, I'll go to style, then change the background color to gradient. For the first color, I'll use our theme color 2. Then for the second color, I'll use our theme color 1. So we get something like this. Then I'll go to layout, change the unit for minimum height to view height, then increase this to maybe 50 to 70%. Anywhere within that range will be fine. Let's say I'm going to use 60%. Then I'll use justify content center and align items center. Then let's go to style again. Open shape divider. I want to add a shape to the bottom of this section. So click bottom, then select any shape of your choice. Let's say I'm going to pick this. You can adjust the width of the shape. You can also adjust the height. I'll reduce the height to maybe 50 pixels, or let's say 60 pixels. I'll also flip it, then bring to front. Then I'm going to add an image to the right side of the section, and then some text and a call to action button on the left side. So click on this add element icon, this plus icon, then just drag in an image. You can see that Elementor is that simple. If you need to add a new element, just look for the widget and then drag it to the area where you need to have that element. So here I'll have an image, and then here we'll have like two headings and a call to action button. So just drag in button, place it right here. Now I'll select the image, click choose image, upload the image I want to use on that section, click select, And this is looking good. Next, I'll select my text. For the first heading text, I'll just use welcome to. Then for the second heading text, we'll have Tech Gadget Hub. So something like welcome to Tech Gadget Hub. But let's make it look better. Select the first heading. I'll change the tag to maybe H3 so that it is smaller, or even H4. Then change the second heading to H1 so that it is bigger. Then let's go to style, click typography, increase the font size so that it's a lot more bigger. Maybe 65 pixels will do. Then I'll change the text color to white, which is color 8. I'll also add a paragraph of text right here. So come over to add elements, then bring in text editor and just type in my text. I'll go to style, typography, then increase the font size a little bit, maybe 20 pixels will do. Change the font weight to 500. Now I'll also reduce the font size for this particular text. Go to style, typography. I think 16 pixels is okay for this. Now for the button, I'll change the text to shop now. And this is going to redirect users to our shop page. So for the link, you can just use /shop or whichever URL you are using for your product page. Then I'll go to style, change the background color, also change the text color. I think this will do. For the typography, I'm going to make the text a little bit bigger and make it bold by changing the font weight to 600. I think this will do. Then I'll go to border radius and use 5 all around. You can also go to hover and set how you want the button to behave when users hover their mouse on the button. So let's say I want the text color to change to white and the background color to black. So if I save this and just hover my mouse on the button, you see that the background color changes to black and then the text color to white. You can further customize the animation. Let's say I want to use pause grow. You can see that the button just gets this nice little animation. You can basically customize it whichever way you like. Elementor gives you all the option to create the kind of design you want without any issues. To make this area look better, I'm going to italicize this text, go to typography, and then change the style to italic. Then I am going to add some icons to this area. Go to widgets. First, bring in a grid. We need just one row. Then go to widget again. Look for icon box. If you scroll down a little bit, you are going to see it right here. Drag in 3 of them. Go to style. Change the icon position to left and then go to icon. Reduce the size to maybe 15 or 20. Anything within that range will do. Also go to content. Reduce the font size of the title. Maybe I'm going to use 16 or 15 pixels and then change the font weight to 500. Now just copy this style, right click, then click copy, and then you can paste it on the other widgets by using paste style. This is a shortcut for that. Command Shift V, paste it here as well. So select the widgets, go to content, and I'm going to change the heading to some of the features we have. So I'm going to change the first title to top brands to indicate that we sell phones from top brands. We don't need this description. I'm going to take it out. Then I'll change the icon, open icon library, search for check. I'll use this, click insert. and just repeat the same process for the other widgets. But this time the title will be best deals. Change the icon as well. Then for the third widget, we'll use free delivery. I also change the colors to make it look lighter. So come over to style, icon. For the primary color, let's say I'm going to use this. The same for the content. And just copy the style again and paste on the other widget. That way you don't need to repeat the same process. I am going to add some space between these widgets and the call to action button. So select the container, go to advanced, and just increase the bottom margin a little bit. Now you notice that when you start increasing the margin on one side, it will affect the other sides as well. But there are times when you just want to change the margin on one side. So you unlink the values by clicking on this link values icon. And with this, I can just increase my bottom margin without affecting the margin on the other sides. Then reduce the top margin to maybe -10. Okay, this looks better. Now to save your work, click publish. And to preview what you are doing, you can just click on this preview changes, and that will open your page on a new tab where you can preview the progress of your work. With Elementor, you can also animate the elements on your page. Let's say I want to add some kind of slight animation to this image. Go to advanced, scroll down, you will see motion effects, open it. Then you can select the animation style. Let's say if I want this image to slide up, I'll use sliding up. And when the page loads, it's going to slide up, but that's not looking good. Maybe I'm going to use, let's say, fading right. Okay, that looks better. You can also adjust the duration of the animation. Maybe if you want to make it a little bit faster or you want to make it slower, or you can set the animation time. Basically, if you want your page to have animations, you can use this option to add them to your page. But right now, let's say we are done with this section. The next thing we are going to do is to display our best selling products and products from different categories. Remember, the goal is to make it easier for customers to find the product they are looking for. So let's go over to Elementor again. This time, I am going to add a single column flexbox. Then go to add element, bring in a heading text and text editor for the subheading. Go to add element again. This time, search for product. You will see this WooCommerce product grid widget. Drag it into your new section. That will display some of your products. Now, let's customize each of these elements. Select the heading. For the title, I'll use popular products. It just makes sense to show new customers the products that a lot of people are already buying. Because since a lot of people have bought those products, it is very likely that any new visitor that is coming to your website is looking for that product as well. Now, I will change the HTML tag to H1. You can also go to style, and from here you can decide to change the text alignment. Let's say if I want my text to be on the center of the page, or let's say if you want all the items on this section to be on the center of this area, you can just select the section, then use align items to center, and that automatically align everything to the middle of the page for you. You can also use justify content center. Now let's say I want to change the text for this heading. Just come over to style, open typography, and then you can select the font you want. I'm going to use a font called IBM Plex Mono. This is it right here. Select it. Then if you want, you can also change the font size, the weight, and all this other stuff. I actually like this font, so I'm going to use it for this heading as well. Go to style, typography, then change the font to IBM Plex Mono. Reduce the font size a little bit. Okay, that's looking good. Now let's work on the subheading. Select it. And for this, I'll use something like check out our most popular products. Now go to style, typography, and change the font. For the subheading, I'll use a font called Rubik. This is it right here. Select it. And then I'll adjust the font size. 16 pixels look good. Change the font weight to probably 500. 500 is too bold, so let's use 400. And then change the style to italic. Also, I'll change the text color so that it is not as dark as the main heading. Now, let's work on the product grid. Just select it. Then for the layout, I'll change it to this grid style so that all the cards have the same shape, but you can use any of these options that you prefer. But for me personally, the grid option looks better. Then you can also change the style of the cards. So you have different presets. You will probably need to go through them to see the one that you like, but I think I'm okay with this. Then come down here and open query. This is where you can set how products will be displayed in this area. So for the source, select product, then filter by, I'm going to use filter by featured product because I have set the most popular product on my store as featured product. But you also have the option to select the products manually. This way, you can pick the products that you are going to display right here. And you also have other criteria that you can use, like best-selling product, sold product, top-rated product, and related products. But I'm going to use featured products. Then I will change the order by from date to random. Now I'll scroll down. You'll see more options down here. And what I'm going to do is to disable product rating. We don't need it to show up here. And also for the image resolution, right now you'll notice that the items on these cards are not aligned properly. So I'll change the email resolution to WooCommerce thumbnail, and that'll make sure everything is on a single line. So you can see the buttons are aligned, the text, the price, and the images are aligned properly. Then I'll also make the image clickable so that customers can just click on any of these images and that will open the details of the product for them. Now open add to cart, then enable custom text. So instead of just using add to cart on the buttons, you can type in whichever text you want for your call to action. At this point, you can go to style. Here, I'll set my padding to 30 pixels all around. Also set the border radius to 10 pixels, and that'll give us these nice rounded corners. It looks more modern. I'll probably reduce the padding to maybe 25 pixels, and that's looking good. Then go to the hover state, and here I'll change the border color to color 1. This way, when you hover your mouse on any of these cards, the border color will change, which is better because then you know what you are really clicking on. Then go to typography. Here, I'll change the price color to color 1. Then go to add to cart. Add a border radius of 5 pixels to the button. Then change the button background color to this. I'll also go to the hover state and just change the button background color slightly. So let's say if I hover my mouse, you see that the color will change to the lighter shade of orange. Also, let me increase the font weight. Maybe I'll use something like 500. I think that's better. So far, this is looking nice. Let's save our work. You can also preview what your website looks like. Everything is beginning to come together. I think what I'm going to do right now is to make sure that the color for the background of this section match with the color of this shape. Right now, this shape has white color. So let's go back to Elementor, select this section. For the background color, I'll use maybe color 7, okay, or maybe color 6. Then select our top section, go to style, open shape divider, go to the bottom tab, and then change the color to color 6 as well. All right, so that's better. Now, to add more space between these two sections, you can use a widget called spacer. This is it right here. Just drag it into the area where you want to add your space, and then you can adjust the height. Maybe I'll keep this at 50 pixels. Now let's save this, then check what that will look like. Refresh. This looks better. At this point, what I'm going to do is to create other sections like this to display our latest products and products from different categories. And now that we have this already built out, creating the other sections will be super easy. We just need to duplicate this and then change the content. So let's go to Elementor, select this section, right click, and then you see the option to duplicate, or you can just use the keyboard shortcut, which is Command D. And now I'll just change the heading to maybe new arrivals, then change the subheading to check out our latest products. Now for the products, go to query and then change the filter from featured products to the most recent product. So any product you add recently to your store will show up right here. Then click save. Then to differentiate this section from this section, I'm going to change the background color. Select it, go to style, then change the background color to white. All right, this is looking good. Click save. Another thing that I'm going to do on this section is to add a button that will direct visitors to the product page where they will see all our products. So go to add elements, bring in a button widget, and then change the text to see all products. Then I'm going to link this to the shop page. Now go to style, change the background color of the button. Then I'll adjust the border radius and the padding. Also go to typography, change the text to Arabic, and then set the font weight to 500. Okay, this looks good, but it's too close to the product. So let's add some space between this product and the button. Go to add elements, bring in a spacer, reduce the space to like 25 or 30 pixels, then click publish to save. Now, when selling online, it is very important to show reviews and testimonials from previous customers. So let's add a testimonial section right here. I'm going to duplicate this section, then change the heading to 5-star reviews. Also type in the subheading. This time, we are not going to display products, so I'll delete this grid. Then go to add element, add a new grid container. Right now, we have 3 columns and 2 rows on this grid. But let's say you have a lot of testimonials that you want to display. You can increase the number of rows. but I think 2 is okay for me. Then go to add element again. This time, search for testimonial. Select this testimonial widget from essential add-ons. Then you can select the testimonial style that you like. Maybe I'm going to use this. Open image and then upload the image of the person with this review. Then click select. Now go to content and type in the review. You can also enter the name of the reviewer, and here I'm going to put the location. Then I'll come down here and disable this display quotes. Looks better this way. Now go to style. I'll open image. I want this image to have rounded borders, so enable rounded avatar. This looks better. Then I'm going to reduce the width to make it a little bit smaller. Let's say 85 pixels. I'll go to content, change the font to Rubik. That's what we've been using. And I think this looks good. Now I can just go ahead and duplicate this for the other areas. With this, you just need to change the content for each review. Now I have all my reviews in place. I'll also change the text on this button to browse products. I want to also reverse the background color for these sections. So I'll change this to white, come over to style, color, select color 8, while this background will be color 6 instead. So select color 6. This arrangement looks better to me. We'll also change this shape divider. Select the top section, go to style, shape divider, then change this color back to white. All right, now let's save this. Let's refresh our page and see what we have. Okay, this is looking good. Now that you know how to work with Elementor, you just need to go ahead and add all the sections you need to your homepage. You can also follow this same process to build all the other pages you need on your website. Let's say if you want to create an about page or a contact page, you also need pages like privacy policy, terms and conditions, and usually for e-commerce sites, you need a refund and shipping policy. You can create all of that at your own convenient time. But right now, let's go ahead and work on the header and the footer of our website. Let's start with the heading before we go to the footer. Open your theme customizer. Here, go to header. First, I'm going to add the website logo. So click select logo, then upload the logo for this business. Click select. Disable the site title. That way we have just the logo in this area. You can adjust the size of your logo. I'm going to keep it at around 50 pixels. Click publish, then go back. Over here we have the menu, but we need to customize the items on our menu. So for that, let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. Go to appearance, select menus. The first step is to create a new menu, which I'll call main menu. And then the display location will be header 1. Click create menu. Then let's create another menu for the footer. I'll call this footer menu. And the display location will be footer. Then click create menu again. Now select the main menu and then pick the items you want to add to the menu. I'll have the home page, the shop page, my account, and cart. After selecting all of this, click add to menu. So these are the pages that will be displayed on our menu, but you can also add custom links or categories from your store. Now I will customize the label for the home page. Instead of using home page, I'll just use home, which is the most common way of doing it. then click Save Menu. Also, after Home, the next item I want on the menu is Shop. So I'll hold and then just drag it to the top, place it right here, save. And now if we check our website, you'll see that our new menu is showing up right here. Then we need to set this page as the home page for our site. So open the theme customizer again. Look for home page settings. Here for home page displays, change it from latest post to static page, and then select the page you want to use, which is home page in this case. Then click publish to save. Now, if we try to open our website from anywhere, it will bring us straight to the correct homepage. At this point, our header is perfect. So let's work on the footer. Go to the theme customizer and then come over here and select footer. In this area, I am going to add a brief about us, then links to our privacy policy, terms and conditions, and then we'll also have a way for customers to contact us through email, phone number, and you can also add your business address as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is to change the background color for the footer. Just click on this settings icon and that'll open this editor for you. Go to design, then change the background color to any color of your choice. I'm going to use this. Save, then go back, select one of these widgets and drag it into the first column. Open it, click on this button to add block and just add a new heading. And for this, I'll type about us. Now add a new block again. This time, look for paragraph and I'll just type in a brief about us. Let me scroll down so that we see what we have. If you want to change the font and text color, you can go to design. Let's say I want to change my text color to white. Select it and then pick the color of your choice. I think the space between the heading and the text is too much. So I'll come over here and then reduce widget spacing to, let's see, maybe 12 pixel is a good area. Then we'll move on to the next widget. So I'll come over here, drag in widget area 2, then add a new heading. And for the heading, I'll use more info, then search for menu. You'll see this navigation menu options, select it, and we can just title it footer menu and then select our footer menu. But we've not added any item to the footer menu. So come over here, select the footer menu, then add the links you want to have on your footer. For this, I will add the shop page, my account, terms and conditions, refund and returns policy, and I will also add privacy policy. Click add to menu, arrange them properly, then click save menu. Now, if we come over here, I'll need to refresh. Now you'll see that we have our footer menu right here, but let me remove this heading. So just delete this, save. I also want to add more space between these widgets. So just come over to column spacing and just increase it a little bit till you get what you like. I think this looks better to me. Now we are going to add our business contact information to this area. So come over and add a third widget. This time the title is going to be contact us. Then add a paragraph for phone number. Then you can just enter your business phone number right here. Add another paragraph for email. Enter your business email. Finally, you can add your office or business address. I will add a little bit of space before this. Okay, I think that should do. Now, before we leave the theme customizer, we need to change this copyright text. So just select it. You want to go ahead and replace the name of the theme with your business name. I'll also change the horizontal alignment to center. So everything is looking good. Now we can save our work. And at this point, our website is pretty much ready. But don't forget to launch your website. What you want to do is go to your WordPress dashboard, go to WooCommerce, select settings, go to site visibility, change the visibility from coming soon to live, then save changes. With this, anybody can access your website on their device. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments. I'll be there answering your questions. Also, go to the comments and tell me the kind of video you want me to make next. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.